Hello folks, I'm Matt, the new digital literacy and local history technician at the Tillsonburg branch of the Oxford County Library. Pleased to meet you. This is my first Tech Talk video, and there'll be many more from me in the future, I'm sure. You can't see my face in this video because I'll have the camera pointed at my phone for pretty much the whole video, but at least you can hear my voice. And this Tech Talk will cover the Oxford County Library's mobile app, or mobile application, which has been around for a while now. We've promoted it a bit, but based on what I've seen, it would seem that many library patrons still don't realize that it's available, or they do, but perhaps they're not as aware as they could be of all the things that they can do with it. So that's why I chose the mobile app as the subject of my first Tech Talk video. And what will I show you in this video? Well, I'll begin with how to install the app, how to link it to your Oxford County Library card, how to use it to manage your library card account, how to search for items in the library's catalog, renew or place holds on items, how to search just eBooks and e-audio items within the collection, and also how to turn your phone into a scannable library card, should you ever visit the library without the actual plastic Oxford County Library card in your wallet. I happen to like this app a lot. It includes a lot of what I'd say are very useful features, and once you get to know the app and what it does, I have a feeling you'll probably be using it as much as I do. So step one is actually locating and installing the app on your phone. And I should also say, because it's a mobile app, much of what I'm going to show you is applicable to installing on tablets and using on tablets too. So a smartphone or tablet, either way, it works. So you'll find the Oxford County Library app in the same place you normally get all your other mobile applications. And this phone is a Samsung, so it's an Android phone. And so the place that I'll search for and find the app is in the Google Play Store, which is this sort of predominantly white icon down here with the multicolored triangle in the middle. If this was an iPhone, then I'd go to the App Store, and the App Store icon is usually blue with a white A in the middle. And so I actually already have it installed. You might have noticed already right here. So I'm not going to actually go ahead and reinstall it, but I'll show you where I got it and how I got it. It's very easy. This is the Google Play Store. So I'm just going to tap the search bar up here, and as you can see, I've actually looked for it before, so it's already in my search history. If this is your first time installing the app on your phone or tablet, then it won't be in the search history. You'll have to type Oxford County Library. In my case, I'm just going to tap it here, and it will automatically turn up here in this in the search results. Now, I understand that the name Oxford has British connotations, and depending on your phone, when our mobile app turns up in the search results, you may or may not see this. It's very tiny. I'm sure you may not even be able to read it here, but this credit below the app name, the credit reads Solus UK Limited. And this can cause a little bit of confusion. Some people have said to me, well, I searched, but I found an app for Oxford County Library, but it said the UK. And this is Ontario, so that can't be the app. Well, it is the app. It's the correct app. And you'll know that because you can see our unique library brand or logo in the preview icon. Okay, I know it's very tiny, but it's the unique green, blue, and white Oxford County, Ontario Library logo. And so rest assured that you found the correct app. The reason that Solus UK sometimes appears below the app name is because Solus is the software development company that originally created or developed the app. And it's based in the UK. So again, don't let that confuse you. Look for the logo and you'll know that you have the right one. So I'll click on it just to show it to you. You can maybe see it a bit better there. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to reinstall it. But in your case, if you're installing this for the first time, then the option, the green button that you'll want to press is the one that says install. Okay, so pretend I've done that. And I'm going to go back to my home screen here, and the icon has appeared. As it will appear in your menu of apps, I've put it on my home screen here. So I'm just going to tap that and open it up. So it's installed. And now I'm going to show you how to link your library card to the app. Or put another way, set up the app set up your library card with the app or log into the app with your library card. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this. Okay, you don't necessarily have to link a library card. I know some patrons that have downloaded this app onto their phones just so that they can search for items within the library's catalog. So if you want to do that and that's all you want to do, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to link your card to the app to be able to do that. But for most other features, and I'm going to assume for the rest of the video that you want to use those other features, you're going to want to link your card with the app. So yeah, so we'll do that now. And for this part of the demonstration, I'm going to use the library card of someone that I've named Joe Ordinary. He even has a signature, okay? It's not a real person. I created this. I don't want to use my own just for privacy reasons, but I've given someone named Joe Ordinary a card. I'm going to use his card, all right? So when you open the app, every time you open the app, it'll take you to this home screen, which contains all sorts of buttons for most of its major functions. And let me just explain what those are. Starting at the very top with this magnifying glass icon up here, okay, that's what you tap if you want to search the library's catalog. I'll show you how to do all these things in just a minute. This moving gallery of books, okay, those are new and notable items. Those are items both print and electronic, text and audio, new items that have been added to the library's collection very recently. Below that is a button for scanning a book's commercial barcode. That's not an Oxford County Library barcode, but rather the barcode that's actually printed on the back of the book. Okay, the commercial barcode, to see if we have an item in the library. Okay, I'll explain a bit more about where you might be when you want to use that feature and how it works in just a few minutes. My Account, which is for signing into your library account using your card. eBooks and eAudio, which allows you to search just for eBooks and eAudio, okay? Which is a great feature if you really enjoy eBooks and eAudio. This is a way of searching all that's available to you through your Oxford County Library card across the three major platforms or e-reading apps that we use. And then this, well, social I'll explain a little later. It's just basically shortcuts to the Oxford County Library's social media channels. Down here, I'm not going to tap it because nothing will come up at this point, but once you link your Oxford County Library card to this app, there's a function called My Barcode, and if I tap this down here, a digital version of my library card comes up, or at least the barcode. So let's get going. The first of these functions I'll actually demonstrate here is My Account, because we're going to link a card, my Joe Ordinary's card, to this app. So I'm going to press My Account, and you'll see that there isn't much here because I haven't signed in, I haven't linked any cards. So obviously I'm going to want to press Sign In. All right, so it's going to ask me for two things here. Okay, my library card's 14-digit barcode. Right here, the actual number, the number across the bottom of the barcode, and also Joe's 4-digit PIN number. And you can either type your 14-digit barcode number, or you can actually scan the card. Now, I'm going to have to admit that I've tried about 10 times over the past week or so to scan my card using this phone. I don't think it's a limitation or a problem with the app. I think it's a limitation with the phone and the camera function itself with this phone, because it works for most people. In other words, what you can do, if I were to press this button, Scan Barcode, okay, then the app would take me to my camera function, and I would be able to actually scan this, just like a library staff at the counter will scan barcodes. I could scan this, and that would automatically put my 14-digit barcode number. So there's no room for error. It would translate that barcode number accurately and immediately. But as I say, with this phone, I have limited success with that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just type, which is something you may want to do if you're not comfortable or with or excited about this scan barcode feature. So it's 2, 6, 7. Eight, 9. I'll just double check that. I think I have it. Yes, I do. Okay, and the 4-digit PIN for privacy reasons. I'm just going to do that off camera. Okay. And log in. All right. Now I'm in, and I know I'm in because the My Barcode function is appearing at the bottom. And if I go to my account, it says Welcome Joe. That's my name, Joe Ordinary, and we have a whole bunch of features or functions here that were not there before. Now, just a note about PIN numbers. Many of you will know that every Oxford County Library user has their own PIN, 4-digit PIN, and will know what their PIN is. Now, some of you may not know that you have a PIN, which is perfectly fine. A lot of users will go for years without realizing that there is a unique 4-digit PIN within their library record assigned to them. And it's usually the last 4 digits of whatever phone number we have recorded in your library borrower record as the primary phone contact number. If you're not sure what your PIN is, then just phone us. Phone your closest Oxford County Library branch. Have your library card ready because they'll want to make sure that it's actually you for security reasons, but they should be able to, the staff should be able to let you know over the phone what your PIN is. So I've entered Joe's PIN here and we're in. Now, like I said, if I go to my account, okay, we have many more features. It's not just sign in and preferences. A whole bunch of things now. Checkouts. Let's go down the list. Checkouts will show me what items I currently have signed out to my card. Holds will show me what items I've placed a hold on or what items are waiting for me that I've placed a hold on and have arrived and are waiting for me at a branch of the OCL. Fines. We're fines free as far as overdue fines are concerned. We don't charge overdue fines anymore at the Oxford County Library. However, if there is a balance owing on your account for something like lost or damaged items, I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure that it would probably turn up here. Okay, linked accounts and preferences I'll talk about later. Sign out is obviously sign out, and language preferences. Language is obviously language. You can change that to another language if you prefer. I'll show you what the checkouts view looks like. Okay, so Joe actually has 3 items signed out. And you'll notice that we get book covers, okay, in the list of sign-outs. You get the name, but what's very useful is you get the due dates. And that's useful because, you know, when you sign books out, you'll either get the paper slip, okay, the paper receipt, or if you have an email address entered into your library borrower's record, you can ask the clerk to just email you that. But there are plenty of reasons why, you know, over the course of 3 weeks, you may lose either one of those kinds of receipts. So if you have this app installed, it's so useful because you can just come here and see what the due dates are. And as you've probably noticed, there's a renew all function. So now minding, of course, that if someone's put a hold on any of these items, you can't renew it, and obviously items can only be renewed so many times. But assuming that these are renewable, I can do renew all. Oops. Well, and it just renews them all as it is just done. I thought it would take me to a screen where I could confirm that, but as you see, it's pretty instantaneous. I'm going to go back, go to checkouts. If I want to just renew one of them, I could go, that's the one. I go select this one. Maybe it cannot be renewed for some reason. Ah, I've renewed it twice already. Okay. So I can't renew that one again, but these 2 I can. And they have been renewed. Okay. So I'm just going to hit cancel. If I want to renew just one, that's perfectly fine. Just press on the one. This isn't, so you have the green button renew. Click that, it will renew it. If for some reason you spot an item in your checkouts view that maybe you don't remember, so I don't remember taking that out. And that's very normal. You know, patrons will come in, they'll sign out books, and then 2.5 weeks will pass, and they've actually forgotten that the book is still sitting on their their living room coffee table, whatever. It's very useful to be able to check that item in its entry in the library's catalog. So you can read the description, read who the author is, that sort of thing. And go, oh, yeah, I remember I read that. Or in this case, it's a DVD. Oh, yes, I remember I took that out. So it's very useful to be able to instantaneously jump to that item's spot in the library catalog. And you can see, view item. And just like anything else, it tells you what other copies are available, where they are. So it's really like having, you know, the online sort of computer BiblioCommons version, but it's an app form. It's not made by BiblioCommons, but it's the same. You have pretty much a lot of the same basic functions you have as if you had logged into your library account using a computer. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Holds. I have no holds. Okay, actually, why don't we do this? I'm going to search for. I'm going to search for an item. Okay. And so for that, I'm going to go back to the go back to the home screen. Hello. I'm going to click the magnifying glass at the top. Okay. So I'll keep this simple. I'm a big Beatles fan, so let's say I want a book about the great Paul McCartney, maybe a biography or something like that. So I'm just going to type Paul McCartney. I think I spelled that correctly. Search. And okay, boom, I got a lot of results here. Now the default search mode is all fields, which is pretty much the same thing as a keyword search. So in that way, again, it's no different than searching on the library's website. On there, the default search mode is keyword search. So the search results here total 441 items that have the name Paul McCartney or somewhere in the items record or in some way related to Paul McCartney. But I'm looking specifically for a book about Paul McCartney, not necessarily a book by him, not necessarily a book about the Beatles or Wings or 1960s music or whatever, not a book of sheet music. So I can use some of the filters to help because that's a lot of results. So I'm going to click down here on this white bar down here. Okay, and I can filter by format. So I want just print books. And within this app, it doesn't say print books, it just says books. But since we're distinguishing here, we have a separate ebook category, electronic audiobook category. I know that books is going to be the print. Yeah, search everywhere. All fields. Book about Paul McCartney, so that'd be the subject. And then sort by, yeah, let's do newest first. All right. Apply filters. Boom. Okay, that cut it down to 4. So, and this looks like the kind of book that I want here. Paul McCartney, that's a biography. Philip Norman, yeah, he's a great biographer, actually. Philip Norman. All right, so this is a great chance to show you how to place a hold using this app. So once you find what it is you're looking for in the search function, then you have the option of placing a hold on it, even if the item is actually in the library, because chances are you're probably using this app not at the library, you're at home or you're somewhere else. So if you want to make sure that you get on the holds list for it, if there's already a list, or if it's an item that's checked in sitting on the shelf, that you get right of first choice on it, so to speak, then you want to put a hold on it, place hold. It's going to ask me what pickup location. Okay, by default it's going to say Oxford Tillsonburg because Joe Ordinary, okay, got this card at Tillsonburg, and so his borrower's record in our system has Tillsonburg as his home branch. So by default, it's going to say Tillsonburg. But if I want to change that location to another one of the 14 Oxford County Library branches, I'll just click that pull-down menu, and there'll be a list. I'll choose the one that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Place hold. I get a notification at the bottom, hold placed. Wonderful. So I have a hold on that. And if I go back... Okay, if I go back to my account, holds, you can see there's a little 1 there. Click on that and boom. It's telling me that I've placed a hold on that. It happens to be checked in at some point this morning at that branch, okay, Tillsonburg. It happens to be the Tillsonburg branch, I know that. Someone's going to actually go out and take that from the shelf and put it on hold for me. So in probably about half an hour, maybe a couple hours, I don't know. It's quite busy on Wednesdays. That'll actually, once the hold is waiting for me, that word placed will change to being held. All right. Oh yeah, okay, so there's another way of searching for items using this app, and this is something that a feature anyway that works differently in the app than works in the online sort of computer-based version or web browser-based version of our catalog, and that is to search by scanning a book's commercial barcode. Okay. And that is, where are we going to go? I'm looking for a book that I have just sitting around here. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's one. Okay. Now you can tell I'm a big classic rock fan because this is Dave Grohl's autobiography. So let's say I'm in a bookstore somewhere. I see a book that I like to read, but maybe I'm just not in a position to buy, or I'm at a friend's house, or I'm somewhere other than the library, and I see a book that I'm thinking, well, does the library have a copy of that? Well, there is a very quick way. You can search for the book the way I just showed you, which is just sort of doing a a keyword search or a subject search or what have you, or an author search. You can also scan the specific book's commercial barcode. And so I've clicked that. I'm going to click Scan Barcode. Now this, admittedly, this doesn't always work for me. Cross your fingers that it will work this time. You'll see it's taking me straight to the camera function of my phone. I'm going to use this and try and fit, whoops, what's going on? Oh yeah, I'm going to try and fit the actual barcode on the back of the book. Ah, it worked, good. So it scanned the barcode, and from that it got the book's International Standard Book Number, or ISBN. And it told, oh, look at that. So it came up in the search results. That's a good sign. Looks like it's in the library's collection, and it is. Okay, so again, if you're somewhere, you see a book, and you actually have access to the library's the book's barcode, okay, you can search. You can scan the barcode, search by barcode, and lo and behold, we do have a copy. Do I want to place a hold on that? Well, I'm going to do that. I know I already have my own copy, but I'm just going to do that because then I'm going to go back. Yes. Okay. Go back to the home screen. And my account holds. You can see that there's 2 there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that actually because I already have my own copy. I don't need that. Yeah. Okay. So, and that shows you how to cancel a hold if you want to cancel a hold. Okay, so back to the home screen. Okay, so just a few last things I'll show you. Oh, yeah, eBooks and e-audio. This function is great if you enjoy reading ebooks or listening to e-audiobooks. And as an Oxford County Library card holder, you do have access to thousands of current and past book titles as ebooks and e-audiobooks, and you can borrow them for free with your library card. To do this, you need some way of actually reading these ebooks, and by far the most common applications to use are Libby, Hoopla, and Access 360. Those are sort of the big 3 that we use anyway for ebooks. Yeah, and so I named those 3 because those 3 I know are apps that you can download and log into using your Oxford County Library card, barcode number, and PIN. They're wonderful apps, very easy to use. I'm not sure if we've done a tech talk yet about those apps, how to install them and set them up with your library card, but if we haven't, we should soon. So anyway, this feature here within the Oxford County mobile app, Oxford County Library mobile app, will let you search just for ebooks within our collection. So to demonstrate, I believe that Paul McCartney book was available for borrowing through one of those. There's an ebook version available, and it's available for borrowing through those 3 apps. So I'm going to search that. There it is, yep. It is an ebook, it says so. Ah, okay. Now this is an important screen. So if it turns up in those search results, that means that you have access. You have the privilege of borrowing that book with your Oxford County Library card. When you get to this screen, though, and we're still in the Oxford County Library mobile app, don't be misled. I've had a few people call me and say, well, listen, I found I was using the Oxford County Library app, and I was searching just ebooks and e-audiobooks, and I found a book that I want to download and read, or download and listen to. And I press the green button, download now, and nothing happens. Why? Well, that's because what the Oxford County Library app allows you to do is search and locate. It's not an e-reading app. So when you get to this point, understand that the app expects that you already have the appropriate e-book app or e-reading app already installed on your phone and already linked to your library card, which I do on this phone. So I'm going to press this green button. It says Hoopla eBook. So Hoopla is the app I need to read this book. So I'm going to click that. And then it's going to, it's automatically taking me to my Hoopla app. It's recognizing that I've set it up and I've logged it in with my Oxford County Library card, and boom. So I can go ahead, it's borrowed it for me. It's very useful, but again, it assumes that you already have either Libby, Hoopla, or Access 360 already installed on your mobile device and set up with your Oxford County Library card. Another mistake another bump in the road that folks encounter is they will have those apps, those e-reading apps already set up on their mobile device. However, they've logged into their Oxford County Library app with one library card, but maybe they share, it's a tablet, maybe they share that tablet with other people in the same household, and someone's logged into the e-reading app with another library card. So the two apps are installed and set up with library cards, but it's not the same library card. So just be careful of that too. So this ebook search function is actually really, really good because it will, in all-in-one place, look for all the e-books and e-audiobooks that we have in our collection, okay? And then let you go straight to the app, but it assumes that you already have the app set up. What's left? Okay, social. As I mentioned before, this is just a convenient function that takes you, well, if you already have social media apps set up on your mobile device, pressing any one of these buttons will take you directly to the Oxford County Library's Facebook account or Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter. So it's basically just a shortcut, and you can see what the most recent content has been posted there. So it's useful that way. Down here, okay, my barcode. I've mentioned this twice already, but I still haven't shown it. This is one of my favorite functions of the app. I'm going to click my barcode, and this is what shows up. This is a digital version of what's on the card. Okay, the barcode looks a little bit different, but it's basically the same barcode and the same barcode number. And what's great about this is, let's say you're visiting the library and it's time for you to sign out some materials, and you discover that you've left your plastic library card, okay, in another purse, another wallet, maybe in the car. That happens a lot. Okay, I work sometimes at the checkout desk at the Tillsonburg branch. That happens a lot to people. However, people tend not to forget phones. Okay, they have their smartphones with them all the time. We tend not to leave our house with smartphones. If we have one, we tend not to leave the house without it because we do so much in our daily lives with our smartphones. So what's great about having this app installed and linking your card to it, okay, is that should you need a digital version, you can present this to a library staff member at the checkout desk, and they can actually take the phone and put it beneath their laser scanner, and it will scan this barcode the same as it would scan this and get into your record that way. And I've also tried this out with the self-checkout machine at the Tillsonburg branch, and it works with the self-checkout machines too. You can just sort of put this underneath the laser and log into your account through the self-checkout using this. So it's great that way. It's one of my favorite features of this app. So I'm just going to go back. What's left to cover? Okay, Up here, this ever-rotating gallery of book covers. These are new and notable items, but it's not just decoration. Okay, if you see the cover of a book that you find interesting and maybe want to check and find out more about, okay, you can just click any one of these book covers and it will take you exactly to the item's entry in the catalog. Okay, so it's very useful that way. What's left? Oh yeah. Okay, this is something else. Let's say there's, more than one person in your family or household shares your device. So let's say you've installed this app on a tablet and you share it with other people. You can link more than one Oxford County Library card to this app by going to My Account and then choose Linked Accounts. Okay. You'll see that currently I have no other cards, okay, linked to this app because this is a phone, I don't share it with anyone else. But if I did, and I want to add another person's Oxford County Library card to the app, then I'd click Add up here in the top right corner. And then, with that person's permission, of course, or I'd have them do it, I would add their card number, have them add their card number and PIN the exact same way I did before when you saw me earlier link my card to this app. And that may sound complicated. Well, what does that mean? When you open the app, can I only see one person's card at a time? Well, if you do that, for example, every time you view your list of checkouts, you'll see a separate list of checkouts for each linked library card. Now that maybe sounds complicated, but I have seen this function used on other people's phones, and it's actually very neat and tidy and easy to follow. Okay, so it'll allow you to manage multiple cards all at once and on the same screen. So I'd say this function is ideal, say for a family, especially a family maybe with young children that have their own cards. The phone belongs to the parents or the tablet belongs to the parents, and so they can manage not only their cards but also what's out on their children's cards at the same time. Obviously, if there are several adults sharing, several adults have their cards linked to the app, then there is a bit of a privacy issue there. Whoever has access to the app will be able to see what others have signed out, what others have put on hold. So just be aware of that. But assuming that that's not a problem, then this becomes a very convenient way to manage multiple cards all at once. Yeah, so that's basically the basics and maybe just a bit beyond. Thank you for watching this Tech Talk video. Hopefully it contains enough information for you to at least download the Oxford County Library mobile app, set it up with your library card, and begin managing your account. Again, I think it's a great app. I would call myself only a moderate mobile device user. Well, I carry my phone wherever I go. I use my tablet a lot at home, but it's usually for the same basic functions. But I will say, from personal experience, this is an app that I do use a lot. I use it to manage my library account and search the library's collections more than I do going to the website and searching the catalog or logging into my library card through a browser, So I'm very confident that if you give this a try, you'll probably like it and find it as useful as I do. If you have any questions, again, my name is Matt. Email me here at the library. My email address is, I'll spell it out, mgriffis@ocl.net. So that's mgriffis@ocl.net. And thank you for watching.